So for years now, I've been using this big clunky wallet. Yes, it's a women's wallet. Don't judge me. Or do. I really, really don't care. Either way, so it's huge. It doesn't fit in my pocket at all. So I've been wanting to make a new one. Looking around online, like these minimalist wallets, which I think fit a lot better because honestly, you don't need all of this. It just looks cool. So I look at some and I was gonna stitch one out of like some like multi-can canvas or something, or some scrap leather. I thought it looked cool, but then I was looking on a 3D print website and come across this. Basically, it is a just minimalist wallet. You stick all your cards in here and have a little switch that pushes them out. It's empty, so I don't have cards to push out. And usually I have a band around it. They stick your cash in because honestly, who carries a lot of cash these days? Or at least if you're anywhere close to my age, you probably don't carry a lot of cash. So I printed this out. This is kind of like the prototype, I guess. Just screwed it together with some 3mm screws, which is what I'm going to assemble the whole thing out of. I made the edges out of it, or at least center pieces. I printed with PLA Plus, same stuff used for making ghost guns. Not that I know anything about that. And the rest of it's just cheap PLA, typical 3D print stuff. Because I'm not going to carry this. I'm going to use this and this play sand here and some scrap pieces to cast this in aluminum. Because why not? These side pieces I'm still going to use because I don't want to have the whole thing being metal. And the switch, so that's why that's all the stronger stuff. And it's just cheap. So I printed these in some finer detail. Added a little anvil here. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Just a, little personal thing. I'll leave links to at least the original of these in the description. If I don't and you want it, leave a comment and I'll send you the link because I forget stuff all the time. So either way, what I'm going to do now is basically just stick these in the play sand like you would with, actually this is kinetic sand, kind of the same thing. Like you would, I use this like you would just typical casting sand, but it's cheaper and more available without having to order it. So I'm going to put this in it and then pour just some aluminum into it. Hopefully it works the way I want it to. If not, whatever. Oh, another thing, I also made a little space here that this one doesn't have. I'm going to put a little piece of metal that will fold down kind of over here to prevent your cards from falling out. The description said they really don't do it that often, unless like take and just chuck it, which I do sometimes. I literally chucked my one across the room. So I kind of just take a little piece of metal, forge over there to where basically you just pull that down and then you just push your cards out. So I think I'm going to get my metal foundry going and hope this goes better than my last attempts at casting. Well, let's see what we got. Hopefully I can save some of the sand. Well, that really didn't work. But for a first try, not the worst I've seen. Well, now we try again, I guess. So, after my second casting attempt, I added a little more space here. I can just sand this off pretty easily later. I got this. Honestly, if you ever need some just cheap stuff you can get available, kinetic sand. That stuff's actually pretty good. And literally, after reusing the old thing, I just scraped this burnt stuff off and it was good. So, again, it's still a little warm to the touch. This feels really light. This almost feels lighter than the 3D print piece. But again, aluminum. So, yeah, this actually worked pretty well. It even has that little anvil. If it'll focus. There we go. Nice little touch. So now I'm just going to go cast the other side and should be ready to go. Man, I'm loving this. Okay, now that I got both pieces cast, this side had a little bit of a, yeah. I think what happened is a piece of the sand got loose in the mold. But honestly, I'm like, I'll leave it. It's kind of interesting. So what I'm going to do now is basically just clean it off, grind. I added this because after the first failed attempt at this one, I added it in just so it has a little more room to move. Since these are very thin. So I'm just going to get these cleaned up, get my holes drilled out. Cut off the excess aluminum here and start, well, I'll probably assemble it, tear it apart, get this stuff blackened, and then go from there. Okay, after getting this assembled, some screws. Took a little bit of persuasion, especially because the things didn't quite mold the way I want it to. I'm still very new to casting metal, but honestly, that's kind of interesting. It works pretty well, and the thing, just switch, get all your cards. I just mostly just jammed in some extra ones I have there. I have like 3 actual cards. But I'm going to make a little like metal piece, which we'll get into here in a second. That's going to fold over here. I also need to like make sure these actually slide all the way down. So it's going to take a bit of sanding, but it shouldn't be too hard. So yeah, and then of course we need to make this black. But honestly, it's actually turned out pretty well. Quick thing, I got this tab actually on here. Just a little piece of stainless steel folded. Honestly, I've been carrying this for like several weeks now, and I actually like it a lot. I was, again, talking about making it black, but the just plain aluminum kind of grew on me. So honestly, just kind of a nice little wallet. Gets the job done.